they've offered me a new contract. I've turned it down. Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. It's part 15. I'm managing Torino FC over here in Italy. And yes, I've turned down a new contract. It was a 3-year contract. It was a very good contract, but I've turned it down. As I said in the last episode, I'm doing my job very, very well here. I'm getting the finances under control. The performances on the pitch are going very, very well. Everything is working on the pitch. The border in cloud cuckoo land. They couldn't organise a drinking session in a brewery. And the other thing as well is, taking my Gobby Gaffer hat off for a second, anybody watching this who have just bought the game and using this as a little bit of a tutorial, I was told a while ago, I think it was on my live stream, I kind of made the statement that I never get offered jobs. Like, okay, I'm at Torino here. Would I get offered a job at a bigger, better club in another country? It never happens to me. And the answer that came back is, how long have you got left on your contract? I'm like, well, I've probably just signed a new one, or I'm 6 months into it. That's the problem, because the game knows that if you're on a big contract, the club who want to hire you will have to pay quite a big release fee, and they won't do that. And that was, so I thought, you know what, that makes absolutely perfect sense, because all the time I've been playing Football Manager, whenever I've been offered a new contract, I've always taken that with glee. I'm like, oh, new contract, let's sign it. Let's see what happens at Torino, because I've not signed the contract, and I'm not going to sign it, because you know what, this club is bonkers. They need to find somebody else to come in and run this. It's a bit of a shambles, to be honest, behind the scenes. They need to find somebody else to come in and take on take the reins, because I think my time here is quickly coming to an end. Honestly, like I say, they couldn't organise a drinking session in a brewery. Okay, at the end of the last episode, I wasn't particularly happy, and in the Champions League, it was a 0-0 against Benfica. In fact, the two Champions League games we played were both draws, when really, I mean, we're through to the last 16 anyway now, so it doesn't really matter. But that's with hindsight. Before we played Porto, I'm thinking, right, we need 2 wins, but of course, we had to draw them both. Okay, frustrating or what? And then we had the big game against AC Milan. We both had the same amount of points at the top of the league. And, we actually beat them at home 3-2. It was a very, very narrow win. I kind of feel like we get in there. Obviously, in the next game, in the Italian Cup quarter-final, they absolutely battered us at their place 3-0. So we are getting there, but I feel like we're still a long way off. And then 4 shiny green dots, Udinese, Salernitana, Brianza and Sassuolo, all nice wins. What did we score there? 6 goals for, 1 goal against. So defence doing very, very nicely, and we are banging a few goals in. And the keen-eyed amongst you will notice that I always seem to get, in cup draws, I always seem to get like the worst draw that you can possibly get. And whenever I'm in a European competition, whatever team I'm managing, I always get Chelsea. Always get them. It happens every time. So, yes, we are through to the last 16 now. And we have Chelsea to play away from home and then at home. And if we can win those, then we get through to the quarterfinals. So that's obviously what we want to do. But it is Chelsea, a Premier League team. The Hellas Verona game in between, we'll play that one off camera. But let's see if we can get into the next phase of the Champions League. And also, of course, it brings the money in, doesn't it? And let's have a quick look at the finances while we're about it. So, once again, I will reiterate, the finances were a car crash. They're not now. 58.5 million in the bank. We're looking very, very rosy. I've done so well with it that I've managed to up the transfer retained from 10% to 100%. I've done it in stages, but I am getting 100% of all of the transfer money that comes in now. And the wage budget, well, we're well under that as well. Is that, what's that, about £240,000 a week? Well under the wage budget. So great on the pitch, great financially. What are the board doing? I have literally no idea. Let's go and play some football. Well, welcome to Stamford Bridge. We have got this tie the right way around, so we're playing away first, home second. And just having a quick look there, Mantilla is going to be the right fullback. We did sell Walters. I couldn't really find anybody to replace, so Marino, one of the centre-backs, can play there. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Let's try and get to the end of the season, see where we are, see where I am. I mean, more importantly, probably. But and then if I'm still here and we need a right wing back, then we'll go and have a look for one then. But it is Kremer in goal, back four of Zagoritis, Struijk, Schürrle and Mantilla. We've got the little triangle there, De Silva, Segovia and Franco in the midfield. We have Azon up front. Garcia is out injured at the moment. The only other striker we've got is the young kid Phillips, and he's very, very hit and miss, as all young kids are. Sometimes he looks amazing and can put the ball in the back of the net. Other times he couldn't hit a bound over the banjo. So it is what it is. Azon is going to play up front. A very, very, very poor season for him. Returns wise, he just isn't scoring goals, but I don't know what to do about that. Fortunately, we have Vlasic in there who knows how to score goals. Ketchta can score goals, and we've got Segovia playing as a Mazzala today, so hopefully he will settle in quite nicely and get forward and score a few goals as well. So it is Ketchta and Vlasic as the attacking midfielders, and we've got Azon up front. So once again, I think we are we are vastly overachieving here. To get through to the last 16 in the Champions League is absolutely amazing, and of course doing when we are top of the of Serie A as well. So very much overachieving. With about 14 seconds on the clock there, we've given the ball away in midfield, and Chelsea now just finding the feet and just playing the ball around, see whether we're gonna how much endeavour we have to press them. At the moment, that's about 0. So nice ball over this side to Mudryk. Mudryk is coming down on this wing, cuts inside, slides the ball through to Scalvini. Ball's in the back of the net, and Nicholas Jackson there gets his 15th goal of the season. I mean, is 15 goals okay from a striker? I was going to say that's a really good return. I'm not quite sure that it is, and that's been disallowed actually. So that's not too bad. We get away with one there. I'm not quite sure. Ooh, it was nose hairs, and I really complain badly about them when they're against me. That one was for me, so we can't really complain. Okay, Zagoritis now with the corner. Let's see what we can do. Headed ball just over the top from Struijk. Yeah, it was a poor header, that, wasn't it? Straight up in the air, straight over the bar. And we have got a little bit of a press on here. We've got 5 players on the press there. Can Chelsea play through it? Of course they can. They're an English Premier League teams. All English Premier League teams now can play out from the back and avoid a press. And they've done just that. So our 5 players there made absolutely... they didn't dent that playing out at all. Mudryk now, and I feel like if Jackson gets another chance, he will put it in the back of the net and it will count. So I feel like we're going to need to put on a really good rearguard action today. And once again, we've given the ball away in midfield. Scalvini plays the ball to Fofana. Yeah, we're not. The early signs in this game are not good, and Nicholas Jackson this time does get it. I predicted that, didn't I? He does get his goal. This time it wasn't offside. We are losing 1-0, and not ideal if I'm honest. So nice build-up play here by Chelsea, just knocking the ball around, and that build-out from the back. Our press there was just non-existent. We just let them run through us basically, and it is Chelsea again. Okay, a throw in on their right. Reece James now. Ball's going to go back to him, I think. Yes, it is. Chipped into the box. box, headed ball, that's in the back of the net as well. Nicholas Jackson gets his second goal, and this tie is very, very quickly running away from us. Well, I had less than 20 minutes on the clock, and we are losing 2-0. It's not great at all, this, is it? So all the great work that we did in the league stage, and I mean, it was great work, although as momentum goes, the last 2 games against Porto and Benfica were very poor showings. We drew both of them, so not ideal. Segovia has a shot there. Of course, that shot hits the goalkeeper's ankles. He didn't really know very much about it, but they get away with one. Can we stick the ball in the back of the net? We're not looking like we know what to do in this game, to be honest. I think we might have just about run out of steam now. It might be that, and that's okay, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to throw my toys out of the pram, because it is what it is. We're through to the last 16, and we've hit the post as well. We're through to the last 16 of the Champions League. I never dreamt we would get that far, to be quite honest. But of course, it's it's like this all the time in football, isn't it? You know, you kind of you get given like a little carrot there, and you're like, oh yeah, a bit more, and then all of a sudden that carrot gets dragged away, and you think, back down to earth with a bump. But like I say, it is what it is. We've still got the home leg to come. Maybe we'll score 2 goals in the first 20 minutes at home. Okay, we're trying to show Chelsea how to pass the ball around. And, Ketchter's in now. Is he going to score with that? I mean, that's a bit of a buffoonery goal, because the ball was given to Ketchter there for him to score. And if you've not watched my channel before, then you know we don't celebrate those kind of goals. I mean, Zagharitis here, and the ball was played straight to Ketchter. And those are the things that drive me absolutely mad. They need fixing in FM26. That was terrible. Terrible from the match engine and the AI. Okay, we do get to half-time, and it's 2-1. I'm going to say disappointed. I've got to keep this... This team has got to be kept on its toes all of the time. I can't say pleased or satisfied, because they'll be like, oh, we're doing all right. No, just give them that disappointment. It's like, maybe we need to do a bit better then. Now let's have a look for any tiredness. We don't look too bad at the moment. I mean, a 2-1... I was going to put 2 strikers on the pitch, but you know what? I'm kind of thinking that a 2-1 loss is not a bad result, really. So actually what I'm going to do is go a bit more defensive. I know, it's not my way at all. It feels very unusual to be thinking, oh, we need a goal here. Let's go more attack. No, we're going to go defensive. So De Silva has dropped a little bit now, so we can cover in that area. He is still going to do the playmaking. Do we make him a playmaker, or do we change him? I might actually change him to a defensive midfielder on support, I think. And Segovia can do the playmaking, because he can do that. In fact, we'll put him on defend as well. Let's try and keep this scoreline at 2-1 and see if we can turn it over in the home leg. I mean, in real life, that would be the sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, the gobby-gaffers, not very sensible. But anyway, let's do it. Let's be sensible. Okay, and we get the Chelsea kick-off now. So Chelsea are going to drop nicely back into their slick passing style. Ball through, Schürrle heads into midfield. We've got quite a few bodies in there. Segovia, once again, I think he's having a very, very poor game. I think it was him who gave the ball away twice in the first half. So Segovia... I mean, I didn't check. I didn't check when I bought him whether he had this, because we get this thing, don't we, pros and cons, or whether or not that he liked big matches or hated big matches. It's a thing. Okay, come on, lads. Can we force them to give the ball away in midfield? Because we've done it a few times now. Ball's over the top from Magno. Okay, we are definitely going to need to put on a better performance here, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, Franco, ball to De Silva. We need to put our foot on the ball and just play a bit of football, and don't give the ball away. That's the main thing. I'm not quite sure what you do about that. I really don't know what you do about that. You know, we're just consistently giving the ball to Chelsea. Although, to be fair, they did give it to us to score our goal. So, I mean, I can't complain too much about that, can I? It's been a very bitty game in that regard. But I do feel like Chelsea have got another goal in them, even though we're playing defensively now. And what's going on here? Bit of head tennis. And the ball gets hoofed out from De Silva, but it's coming straight back at us again. Scalvini. It's going to be a long second half, this, isn't it? It looks like we're going to be just under the cosh constantly. Chilwell now. I mean, we've got men there, but they're just training dummies, aren't they? They're just standing there and doing nothing. You know, put some pressure on. We're standing off here so much. I wouldn't even mind. Go and kick him. Somebody do something. Little ball and dinks inside. Magno. And another chance that Chelsea squander. And we're just letting him do it, basically. Okay, so I've told the lads to be more disciplined. I've dropped the passing directness. I don't know whether I should drop it or make it even longer. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I've dropped it, lowered the tempo, and I'm going on time wasting. Actually, my two attacking midfielders are looking quite tired, aren't they? So maybe we should make a bit of a change while we're doing that. I think we'll bring the young kid Phillips on as well. He can do a job in there. Franco is looking quite tired also. Let's bring Kemlin in for Franco. Okay, one or two changes. A little bit of a word with the lads. I mean, I think we might go to a cautious mentality as well. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so disregarding all of my changes, it's Chelsea with the ball again. Chelsea now. Can we keep it a nice disciplined performance this now? And when we get the ball, can we manage to keep hold of it? I mean, apart from that... Oh! Now another one where the Chelsea player's given the ball away. Okay. Struijk now. Plays the ball to Zagaritis. Nicely into Ketchta. Ketchta to Struijk. So we need to keep these passes nice and neat. Over the top. Azon's in. And Azon fires wide. And therein lies the story of Ivan Azon's season. That's been his season. He's missed so many sitters this season. It's been a bit ridiculous, if I'm honest. Schürrle at the back. Schürrle is just playing the ball around there on his own. I think he's doing a bit of time wasting. I think that's what it is. Phillips now. Ball back to Kemlin. Okay. Yes, I think we are doing a little bit of time wasting now. Hopefully the referee can't do anything about it. We're actually moving the ball around, so there's not a lot he can do about it. Fujimoto, back to Schürrle. Ball over the top. Phillips is there, number 9. Phillips, can you try and dink a ball forward for him? He might be able to do what Azon can't do. Ivan Azon's in again. This time he breaks the net, but of course, I think we had this in the last episode. Whenever Ivan Azon scores, the flag goes up. You can't win. Sometimes you just have to laugh off Football Manager's buffoonery. FM26 can't come quick enough. And can we please have all of this changed? It's just Mickey Mouse stuff. Okay, we carry on. Zagaritis is slightly injured now. I think I have got 2 more changes that I can make. So we'll bring Bakker on. And if Mourinho is on the bench, he should be. So he's my centre-back, but he can play full-back. So we'll do that, I think. And let's confirm that. Okay, 10 minutes of this game. I'm still chuckling about that Ivan Azon disallowed goal. It happened in the last live stream game as well. You put him in front of goal and he hits the corner flag, and that's fine. He scores a great goal, the flag goes up. You just have to laugh. But you know what? My tactical changes there have done a good job. We'll take that. A 2-1 loss away at Chelsea. Let's see if we can turn it over in the second leg. Well, 3 games in a week, 2 of them being Chelsea. This is not ideal. So we have a 2-day break, which I've actually put a rest period in for the players. So they're going to have a little bit of a rest now, and then we've got an away game against Hellas Verona, and then we'll be straight back for that return leg against Chelsea. Can we get through to the quarterfinals? We'll need to play a lot better than we did in the first leg at Stamford Bridge. Can you hear it? I've had to shut my door. The board are having a party next door. We've qualified for the Europa Conference League. Oh my word. Tiny, tiny, tiny ambitions this board have got. Oh, find me a bigger club. We did win 1-0 against Hellas Verona. Vlasic penalty in the 74th minute. So we're sitting proudly on top of Serie A at the moment. We will have a look at that at the end of the episode. But we've got a massive game now. Very, very big game this for Torino. It's probably one of the biggest games in Torino's history, I would have thought. It's Chelsea. It's at home. We're 2-1 down from the first leg. But you know what? I think we're capable of beating them now. But we just need to keep hold of that ball and not keep giving it away. And another slight tweak to the... I know, it wouldn't be the Gobby Gaffer if it didn't fiddle with things, would it? Kremer in goal, back four of Zagaritis, Struijk, Schürrle and Mantilla. We have Franco and De Silva playing as DMs today, but De Silva in that position can pass the ball. He's got a good pass, he's got a good passing and vision on him. So, but he can also get his foot in. So a little bit of a dual purpose there. Segovia is just going to be a central midfielder on attack, so he can get forward. Ketchta is going to take up the playmaking role today. Vlasic is next to him, scorer from the league game that we just played, and we're going to need 1 or 2 goals from him today. I feel if we're going to beat Chelsea, because I've relegated Azon. I've lost patience with him. The young kid Phillips is up front once again. Can he put his name on the the score sheet? I don't know, but we need to score at least 2 goals today to go through the quarterfinals of the Champions League. 7 minutes on the clock, and we've lost Zagaritis, so that's another forced injury in the first half. I'm trying to hold it in here. Baka comes on in the 7th minute. So once again we'll lose the ball in the midfield there, which is something that I did say to them, do not lose the ball, just keep hold of the ball, just play short passes, we don't need to do anything. Oh, Phillips has been given the ball there though, he's on his bike, can he score this? The ball is in the back of the net, but once again, as in the first leg, one of their players gives us the ball to go and score, and we don't celebrate those kind of goals. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. It's not fair. I can't celebrate a goal when I absolutely hate it when it happens against me. But a little bit of a deflection there from Badiashile, and we are winning 1-0, and it's 2-2 overall now. Okay, Chelsea now with the ball, half an hour on the clock. And Cuckoo there is in the penalty area, slides it across. We do actually defend that quite well. Ketchta, a bit of a hoofed ball out. It comes straight back at it again. And you just can't give Chelsea this kind of room in the penalty area. That looks like that was offside. And Chelsea, you give them the ball, they're running riot with it. A couple of minutes to half time. Cuckoo there with a free kick straight over the top. Can we get to half time with this 1-0 lead? Yes, we can. So we are going to say that we're pleased now. Let's have a quick look for any tiredness. We're doing okay. We are playing a lot of games. This is the 3rd game this week. I am resting them. They're doing no training whatsoever. I'm resting them between games. So let's see if we can nick another goal. We just need 1 more and keep a clean sheet, and we're through to the Champions League quarter-final. But once again, it's a highlight, and it's Chelsea who've got the ball. Fofana now. Ball through to Nkunku again, who seems to be getting a lot of the ball in this second half. And we had a chance there to nip in and win that ball. And no idea what we're doing at the back there. I think we're trying to make it look like we're Barcelona, and we're not. My word, just put your laces through it, mate. Don't start passing it back. Segovia picks the ball up. Vlasic, you've got a runner there on your right. We've got two runners. Phillips. Segovia's in. Can he score? He can! He can! And there's no luck involved in that one. There's no buffoonery. We've got that second goal. And Phillips is writhing around on the ground. And I'm not bothered about him. I'm jumping up and down on the touchline. But this was very, very nice indeed. And for once, that's the first time in what's that, 140 minutes of football against Chelsea, we've actually looked a threat. Okay, picking the ball up again. I have just dropped to a cautious mentality. I'm going to make one or two tweaks in a minute. But all of this is pending. We have got the ball back now. Are we showing a little bit more confidence? I think the lads are looking as though, you know what, we can actually play against these. Oh, look at this, a little back heel. The ball's in the back of the net. It's Segovia again. The referee is looking at this one. The linesman's flag is down. This could be 3-0. This could be 3-0. He's checking this with VAR. VAR is saying the goal's awarded. Come on, Segovia is having the game of his life here. This is the best I've seen Segovia play for us, actually. And with that, we have dropped into a cautious mentality, disciplined, time wasting, all of that kind of stuff. And I have changed it around a little bit. So Fujimoto, Kemlin and Diarra have all come on now. Obviously, we had to make that substitution in the first half. Zagaritis got injured. So I don't know how bad that is, but he's a very good fullback for us. I've just given him that new contract as well. So we have one more substitution left. But it's only 54 minutes on the clock, so there's a lot of time to play in this game. It is 4-2 though, overall. Well, we've killed the game off a little bit, I think, although we do get a little bit of action here. But it is us with the ball. Diarra running through there. Shoots, and my word, what a goal that was. Where did that come from? I didn't even know Diarra had that in his locker. I mean, he ran through there unchallenged right through the middle. We need to have a look at that one again. But my word, we're actually taking Chelsea to the cleaners. What's going on? Diarra, look at this. Speed as well. Straight past Atabolu in goal. My word. Okay, it's all Torino now. This tie has been turned on its head. I mean, come on. A round of applause for these lads. It's 5-0. We're meant to be on a cautious mentality now and staying back and being disciplined. We've scored 2 more goals. Strike here rises at the back post there. It's 5-0. We're winning this tie 6-2. I'm still here. I'm not living in La La Land somewhere, unlike the board. Yeah, but it's real life, this. I'm just watching a demolition here of Chelsea from the English Premier League by Torino. Franco, okay, we'll bring Ricci on. He definitely deserves a game. Well, I'm not usually speechless. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I mean, let's just start. It's arms folded time, and you always know what that means. So Chelsea had 13 shots, 5 on target, an XG of 1.93. They had 9 corners, more or less, well, 47% of the possession, and got absolutely battered and got nowhere near us. We had less shots, poorer XG, and we've won 5-0. If that had happened the other way around, I'd been absolutely seething. Okay, it is what it is. Let's give the lads a massive pat on the back. We are absolutely delighted with that. And we go into the hat for the Champions League quarter-final draw. And of course, this is what it's all about for a club of our size. 8.23 million for playing in the round of 16. And I don't know whether you get that if you lose. I don't think you do. But obviously, we played in it. We've won it. 8.23 million. Very, very nice indeed. So when the draw is made, teams that we could face are AC Milan, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, and Tottenham. So obviously, it doesn't get any easier from here, does it? But if we just have a look at the finances now, the 8.2 million coming in, 63.5 million in the bank now. And, well, things are just going absolutely amazingly financially. I did say I would show you the top of the league. So, yes, we are top of the league, 28 games played, 74 points. AC Milan in second place now, and they are 5 points behind us. And Napoli are 14 points behind us. And as you can see there, form, we've got 5 shiny green. Well, they're not dots, are they? It's a bit of a bar chart, but we've won our last 5 games, let's put it that way. AC Milan have drawn 1, so obviously they've dropped a few points. But we could actually get them in the Champions League as well. And I certainly wouldn't put money on getting drawn against AC Milan in the Champions League, because we've played them. How many times have we played them this season? We've played them home and away. We played them in the Italian Cup. We played them in the Super League. So we played them 4 times already this season. It would not surprise me if we draw AC Milan. And they're a tough opponent. They're definitely a tough opponent. When we play them, we're not much of a match for them, although we have beaten them, but it was a very, very narrow victory. I do feel like I probably need at least another transfer window and some decent money to spend to put a team together is capable of beating AC Milan more often than not. But anyway, a great episode there. I feared the worst. When Chelsea went 2-0 up at Stamford Bridge, thought, right, that's it. Start planning for next season and whatever. But no, we got that goal. It was a fluky goal, I know. Second leg, we did get a fluky goal in that one as well. But but we won 5-0. So fluky goal aside, we scored 4 goals, so absolutely brilliant. I'll take that all day long. Okay, going to go and play a few games off camera now. We'll see who we get drawn against in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And as soon as we know and we're playing those games, I'll definitely be back and we'll watch those on camera. And let's hope we can do it again. Who knows? This Torino side I'm putting together is quite special, I think. And overachieving is definitely the word. Okay, I'll see you very shortly.